Matchday One of the AFC Champions League 2023-24 lived up to expectations with high-quality action across the continent. With global superstars Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar making their debuts, 8 former AFC Champions League winners in the fray, and just as many teams making their first bows, the coming weeks promise more enthralling action. Join the AFC.com as we take a look at the thrills and spills of Matchday One and what to expect when the action resumes on October 2nd. There was no dream debut for Saudi Arabia's Al Fayha as Al FC made full use of home ground advantage to carve out a 1-0 win, with El Montagayo's 51st minute strike deciding the points at the multifunctional stadium in Ashgabat. The victory meant Al competing in the group stage for only the second time, kept pace with UAE's Al Ain FC. Inaugural AFC Champions League winners Al Ain were in sparkling form as they cruised to a 3-0 win over Paktako FC of Uzbekistan, with Kodjo Laba netting a brace and Khalid Al-Balushi adding the third. With both having registered opening day victories, their Matchday 2 encounter at the Hadza bin Zayed Stadium on October 3rd will be a chance to open an early gap at the top of the Group A standings. Al Fayha will host Paktaka at the Prince Faisal bin Fahd Stadium, with both teams needing 3 points to get back on track for a place in the round of 16. Uzbekistan's FC Nasaf were the big winners in Group B, with their 1-0 victory over Jordan's Al Faisali giving them an early advantage at the top of the standings. The win was sealed in dramatic fashion, with Zafar Murad Abdurrahmatov netting in the 7th minute of added time at the Amman International Stadium. Former winners Al Sadd SC's campaign began with a goalless stalemate against Sharjah FC of the United Arab Emirates. It was not the start Al Sadd would have wanted in their bid to advance to the round of 16 after group stage eliminations in the previous 2 editions of the AFC Champions League. Another tough test awaits the Qatar side on Matchday 2, with Nasaf to host them at the Markazi Stadium in Namangan on October 2nd. Sharjah, meanwhile, will count on home ground advantage to secure the points against Al Faisali. 2-time winners Al Ittihad FC marked their return to the AFC Champions League for the first time since 2019 in style, as they cruised 3-0 past Uzbekistan's AGMK FC. Brazilian forward Romarinho scored twice after Harun Kamara had opened the scoring at the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Stadium in Jeddah. The win secured Al Ittihad the early lead in Group C after the Air Force club Sepahan FC tie ended in a dramatic 2-2 draw. Islamic Republic of Iran Sepahan looked to have taken the points after goals by Mohammad Daneshgar and Mohammad Gorbani had erased Ali Jassim's opener, only for the 19-year-old to net the equaliser in the 88th minute at the Franzo Hariri Stadium in Erbil. Al Ittihad will face another test of their credentials when they travel to face Sepahan on October 2nd, with AGMK hosting Air Force Club. All eyes were on Al Hilal SFC, but it was debutant Nasaji Mazandaran who stole the headlines on Matchday One in Group D. The Islamic Republic of Iran side impressed in a 2-0 win over India's Mumbai City, with Ehsan Hosseini and Mohammad Azadi delivering the goals. Al Hilal, seeking a 3rd AFC Champions League title, almost got off to a losing start with Toma Tabatadzi's 52nd minute goal, putting Uzbekistan's Navbahor on the verge of a huge upset. Al Hilal, with Neymar making his debut, toiled for the better part of the match, but a moment of brilliance from defender Ali Al-Bulaihi secured them a point, with the equaliser coming in the 10th minute of second-half stoppage time. The Saudi Arabian side will aim to do better when they travel to face Nasaji on October 3rd, with Navbahor hosting Mumbai City. Cristiano Ronaldo enjoyed a winning AFC Champions League debut as Saudi Arabia's Al Nassr carved out a 2-0 win over Persepolis FC at the Azadi Stadium in Tehran. After a tight first half, Daniel Esmailifar's own goal in the 62nd minute turned the tide in Al Nassr's favour, with Mohamed Qassem netting their second 10 minutes later to inflict a home defeat on 2-time AFC Champions League runners-up Persepolis. The win took Al Nassr to the top of Group E after the FC Istiklal and Al Duhail SC tie ended in a goalless stalemate. Al Nassr will target another 3 points when they host Istiklal on October 2nd, while 2022 semi-finalists Al Duhail will hope for a win against Persepolis. Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors FC shrugged off their indifferent domestic form to kick off their campaign with a 2-1 win over Hong Kong's Kitchi SC at the Jeonju World Cup Stadium. Han Kyo-won scored the winner in the 62nd minute after Michael had cancelled out Hong Jong-ho's 6th-minute opener, and the two-time winners will hope the opening day victory will lead to a run for the title after suffering a semi-final exit last season. Bangkok United impressed in their come-from-behind win over Lion City Sailors at the Jalan Besar Stadium in Singapore. Diego Lopez gave the Singaporean side the lead in the 25th minute, but Everton and Thitipan Poangchan struck in the second half as Bangkok United marked their return to the continental tournament for the first time since 2007 with a win. A boosted Bangkok United will aim for another 3 points when they host Jeonbuk on October 4th with Lion City Sailors to face Kitchi in Hong Kong. Hernandez was Incheon United's hero as he came off the bench in the second half to score twice in the final 15 minutes to earn the debutants a 4-2 win over hosts Yokohama F. Marinos. Hernandez, introduced from the bench in the 61st minute for Stefan Mugosa, left Kevin Muscat's J1 League champions in tatters with a performance that split the teams after they had shared 4 goals in a frantic first half. The defeat means F. Marinos are already playing catch-up after China PR's Shandong Taishan FC defeated Kaya FC Iloilo 3-1 in the group's other tie. Moises Lima Magalhaes, Mateus Pato and Crisan scored. The Shandong defeated a stubborn Kaya FC at the Rizal Memorial Stadium in Manila. Shandong will host F. Marinos on October 3rd, with Kaya FC travelling to face Incheon United. Goran Kauzik starred with 2 goals as Buriram United seized the early initiative in Group H with an impressive 4-1 win over China PR's Zhejiang FC. Kauzik scored in the 22nd and 45th minutes with Lonsana Doumbouya and 17th, and Panzer Hemvibun, 57th, also getting on the scoresheet. Leonardo scored Zhejiang's consolation, with Australia's Melbourne City FC and Ventforet Kofu of Japan settling for a goalless stalemate. Buriram United have already opened a 2-point lead at the top. The Thai side travelled to Japan to face Ventforet on October 4th, while Zhejiang will hope to bounce back when they host Melbourne City. Martin Adams scored the first hat-trick of the AFC Champions League 2023-24 season as 2-time winners. Ulsan Hyundai cruised 3-1 past BG Pathum United of Thailand. The result would have been welcomed by Ulsan, given that they had headed into the match on the back of inconsistent form in the K-League. Kawasaki Frontale would have been pleased with their night's work as they overcame a tough Johor Darul Ta'zim 1-0. It was Johor Darul Ta'zim's first defeat of the season, with the result easing some of the pain Frontale endured after being denied a place in last season's round of 16 by the Malaysian side. The top 2 square off on October 3rd, with Frontale playing host with BG Pathum United and Johor Darul Ta'zim meeting in Pathum Thani. Urawa Red Diamonds' title defence got off to a shaky start, with the Japanese side needing a late goal to salvage a point against Wuhan Three Towns FC. The Chinese Super League side looked to have kicked off their debut campaign with a shock win, but Jose Kante scored in the 4th minute of stoppage time to force a 2-2 draw. Wuhan was left to rue the missed opportunity, with Pohang Steelers taking the early lead in the standings after a 4-2 win over Hanoi FC of Vietnam. Pohang will host Wuhan on October 4th, while Urawa will aim for a better result against Hanoi. With the 10 group winners and 6 best runners-up, 3 each from East and West zones, to advance to the round of 16, Matchday 2 promises to be another highly charged affair. Stay updated on all the AFC Champions League 2023-24 action through the AFC's digital platforms. Don't forget to download the AFC app from the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.